All right, we couldn't have a story about good pizza without having Dave Portnoy, the president of Barstool. Dave, you have come to Connecticut several times, visited New Haven and other cities here in our great state. What makes Connecticut pizza so good in your eyes?
Well, it's the New Haven style, which is obviously unique to New Haven and the surrounding areas. And you know, as I've traveled the country, you realize the impact. Like everywhere you go, or most places, they have at least one New Haven style, and it's all back to somebody who lived in that area and took it. So I like the way they cook it. I like, you know, coal fire. I like it kind of crispy, charcoal, and it's the best pizza places really in the country, and there's a bunch of them, all so tight. So it truly is, I think, the best pizza in the world, and I don't think it's close.
And so yesterday you had tweeted out when the House was in their session, they had mentioned you because you have come to New Haven and done your pizza ratings. How did that feel when you saw him talk about it? He was like, you know, one bite is all you need.
Yeah, well, you know, I've been to New Haven a bunch, and I feel like, obviously, well, maybe not obviously, people like New Haven like me because I'm so vocal about how I think they are the pizza capital of the world. And again, it's not just me. I mean, there's books written on it, and they take it very seriously. So everyone in that area is very well aware of it. I mean, it's why I went there in the first place, because so many people told me. So I liked hearing it. I got a kick out of it. And New Haven people and Connecticut people take their pizza just as serious as I do.
And I think the really cool thing is I was actually just talking with the mayor, and he says, you know, a lot of people come here, a lot of immigrants and people, they come here and they open these businesses and then they explode, just like a lot of the Italian pizzerias right here in New Haven. And we've been talking about, you know, the pandemic has been so negative and there's been so much bad going on. And this bill that is hopefully going to pass in the Senate is a really good opportunity for people to rally around something good.
Yeah, and it's funny because I hear so many people who don't even live necessarily directly in the area, but are fans of maybe Barstool or mine, and they literally are taking like day trips. They're just putting all the different pizza places on their list, and they go around and they try 4, 5, 6 of them. So it is something that's good for business, good for the area, and good for the pizza places.
And tell me about what makes a good slice of pizza in your eyes. What does it need to have?
I like them like well done, crispy. I think generally a good sign is if you can't get slices, if it's a cash only place, those are generally good giveaways. But I again, the old ovens, most places I like have been around for, you know, 50, 100 years, passed through generations. And again, you know it. You can hear the crisp, the sauce, but it's really the coal fire, deep, like crispy pizza that I like.
And what is this flop factor that everyone keeps talking to me about?
Yeah, that's bad. That doesn't exist in New Haven. But if you hold a slice and it just kind of flops to the ground, that generally means I won't like it. Like, I don't love Neapolitan style. Neapolitan generally is floppy and kind of loose. You will not find that in New Haven. Or maybe you will at some place, but I probably didn't eat there.
And and something really cool, actually, we're right outside of the New Haven Green. We're in New Haven this morning. That's why I'm doing this based out of a car, the back seat of a car. They are actually doing, when people get their COVID vaccine, there's a pizza truck here. And I thought that was very fitting for the occasion, especially because we're in New Haven.
Yeah, that is. Also, the New Haven unique signature is the A. So a beets, like, which I didn't know about, but anywhere you go in the country, for the most part, if you see the A in front of the pizza, that means it originated from New Haven.
Now, when you came to New Haven for the first time, did you know how good the pizza was here, or were you actually really shocked?
Well, I knew about Pepe's. So, because I had eaten not at the New Haven location, but a different one. And that was the one that got most of the hype. I was surprised on my list. Pepe's ended up, I think, 3. So that was stunning because I knew I love Pepe's. Sally's is like the favorite pizza I've ever had. Modern was tremendous. Zupardi's is great. It's not just New Haven, West Haven, all the surrounding. They're all really, really good. So I was, I guess, surprised by how many great places there were so closely located together.
So you find it fitting that Connecticut adopts this name as adopts this food as Connecticut is the pizza state.
Yeah, you know, I don't know that the New Haven style travels down to Hartford and places like that. If I was New Haven, I'd be like, wait a minute, we're the capital. I don't know about the whole state, but it's definitely without New Haven or West Haven, I don't know that you get the title.
Fair enough, fair enough. But we do have New Haven and West Haven, so
Yeah,
we
you
may
do. Then you get the title.
Then we may have the title. I mean, it's set to go to the Senate soon, so we'll find out very soon. So maybe we'll be hearing from you then too.
Yeah.
One of the representatives, they said time and time again, people leave the state. That you know, they go to New York, they move away. Every time they come home, pizza is that like slice of home.
100%. And I know some of them during the pandemic, like Zapardi's, for example, are shipping the frozen pizzas. But that is, again, when I travel, you'll find the New Haven style. And the story always goes back to somebody who was in the area, grew up there, and is like, I can't find good pizza. So they open their own. It's crazy.
Awesome. Dave, thank you so much. I know you have a lot to do and you are very, very busy. So I appreciate you fitting us in so quickly and so easily this morning.
No problem.